one thing that'll separate a general manager is knowing ways to sell cars in a bad time. And so this week I was talking to one of my good friends, clients, and he said, hey man, I'm having a tough month. I'm a few things behind, a few units behind. What can I do? And I said, well, I'll send you some ideas of things you can do. And I'm just going to share those ideas here. I said, but it's too late to advertise out of it. There's 5 days to go. It's too late that you can't advertise your way out of it. So you have to work your way out of it. And so I gave him 5 things. I said, here's 5 things you can do right now to save your month, to get those deals. So the first thing is simple, is change what people are being motivated by. So, if you go in and you had that sales meeting this morning, GMs, you said, give me your top 3 deals. Half the people in the room would not have 3 deals right now that they feel like they can put together. If, because I've seen that. I know everybody might have 1 deal working, 2 deals working, but rarely they have 3. And so, a normal day, we would have like a one-on-one. We would try to find that person. We would try to generate that appointment and start cultivating and working that customer and turning that customer into a car deal. Problem is we have 5 days. We don't have time to cultivate. We need it now. And so I told him, I said, change it. And for the rest of the month, the next 5 days, I want you to put the biggest bonus up, bigger than Salesman of the Month, on the most write-ups. I don't care if they have horrible credit. I don't care what the situation is. You want to get every single person on paper. So even the worst salesman who has 5 cars up for the month that knows he's not going to clear his draw, he can get that $1,000, that $1,500 bonus just by writing people up. So he's not depressed. He's not worried. He hasn't given up on the month. He's just like, because a lot of guys, if their draw is, let's say their draw is $1,500 a month and they've sold 5 cars and they know they're not going to even clear the draw, then why are they going to work really hard the next 2 days to put deals together when they can wait and put that deal together next month and actually get paid on that money? So you got to make sure you understand the pay plans in your store. And if it's a draw system, then when it's like this, 5 days to go, you got to shift it. So I told him, I said, make everything about write-ups. I said, then I want you to bonus everybody on $100 for each day for whoever has the lowest credit score, whoever has the most negative equity, trade with the most miles, customer with the most repos, and make it fun, Billy. Things that normally would be negative. You come to the sales desk, they pull the credit, and they say, man, this guy has 3 repos, get him out of here, right? I want them to be excited about that person because I need to keep the mood up. I need to keep the excitement up. And so I want
to do an interview with that guy just to see how he did it. That was pretty impressive.
Pretty impressive, right? I want to see what banks he used so we can get them. But reward that effort instead of tearing that effort down. And you can do that by small bonuses. And that goes back to having the power to get what you want without force. What I want is as many write-ups as possible. That's what I want. How am I going to get that? 2 ways. I can force everyone to do it, or I can make it fun, and I can incentivize the write-up, not the car deal, because the car deal will come if I get the write-ups. The more people I get on paper, the more people I can sell a car to. So I need to quit worrying about what's those 3 deals we can put together right now and just see how many people I can get on paper that I know I can turn into a car deal, and then bonus everyone based on that, on the bad things that we normally would turn away. I want to incentivize those things so that way, because not everyone's going to have bad credit, right? But they're not going to be scared to put somebody on paper. So they may meet somebody on the lot, Billy, and the guy goes, well, man, I'm just looking right now. I've got some credit issues. To me, I'm like, hey, this could be that 380 that's going to win me the money. You know what I mean? So I'm like, hey, come on inside. Let me at least write you up. Let me at least see, because if I'm going to get that $100 or $200 bonus for that lowest credit score of the day, then, hey, you know what? I may not sell a car today, but I'm going to get that money, and that's going to help me. That's going to really help me. So that was step number 1.
Got a question about that.
Yeah.
I got a question about step number 1. If 12 people show up on the lot today, how many should be written up?
12. 100% write-up. It has to be. And that's one of the things that we always talk about committing to is 100% write-up. Unfortunately, what we get instead is 100% write-up of people logged into the CRM.
That's right. That's right. So I don't want to miss this point, man, because it's such a good point. 100% people need to be getting written up. So right there, if you don't have If you're behind on cars, I bet you didn't write everybody up. Everybody gets written up.
Right. And that's easy to track, guys. I mean, it's simple. You got to have an up counter almost, because if you just use your CRM, that's just deals you've seen. What I would do is I would write down guy in red hat, old person by front door, whatever, as I was in the showroom through the day. And then the next day, when we had our sales meeting, I would go through those people and we'd try to match them up. And what we would find was that everyone was not being written up. Only people were getting written up were people who thought they might be ready to buy something. So you got to commit to 100% write up, guys. But the way to get 100% write up, like I said, you can beat people into it, Billy. You can yell, scream, write them up, or you can spend $400 a day on the lowest credit score, the highest, the shortest job time, the most repos, the highest miles, the most negative equity, whatever you want. You can write that up and get those write-ups and make it more fun and exciting and change the mindset and get people positive again. And that's what you're going to have. Every salesman in the store and every manager is going to have to be super positive to save your month and turn it around. So that's just a simple way you can do that.